Guys, it's your girl Kia, and I am back for another video, feeling invigorated, and I finally have something to talk about that is not going to make me sound crazy. And I actually recorded another video about the entire Dwight Howard and Amy Luciani situation, but there was a lot of issues recording that, and I think it's because I knew a lot of private information that I was about to dispel about them and myself, and it was not a good thing to do, so not even gonna launch that video. It's fine. So today we are going to be talking about the HGTV star. I think her name is Nicole Curtis, and how she got caught in a hot mic hot video saying fart inward. And for some reason, her team thought that it would be a great idea for her to go on the Breakfast Club and talk about what happened and explain her side of the story. So I have not watched this. So this is going to be a live reaction for me. I haven't seen this, so we are about to watch it together. Because of copyright reasons from Netflix, you will only hear the audio. You will not actually be seeing the video. So let's go ahead and let's dive right in. Let me make sure that it's sharing the right screen. Here we go.
EJNV, just hilarious. Charlemagne the guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa is here as well. We got a special guest in the building. You know her from HGT TV, Rehab Addict, or HGTV, I should say. Ladies and gentlemen, Nicole Curtis. Welcome.
Thank you, thank you.
Good morning.
How you
gotta
feeling this
explain
morning?
who Nicole is, though.
I'm about to.
A lot of people may have known Nicole, but then they may not know Nicole, but they may have just learned of Nicole.
That is right.
So
Yes.
Nicole, of course, she's on Rehab Addict. She's a best-selling author, New York Times best-selling author. But recently, she went viral. Not for anything good. She was actually doing some work in a home, and I guess something happened, and all you hear is somebody blurt out "fart nigga." You heard Nicole blurt out "fart nigga."
Yeah.
And Charlemagne gave a donkey today,
Yes.
and she went viral for it. And because of that, she lost her show and a host of other things. And you're here today to talk about that.
Yeah, yeah.
What is a fart nigga?
You know, I have no idea. I have no idea. It's that isn't anything that I've ever said before, and so I don't have any idea. You know, that's it.
Would you say it's a black person with gas? Could it be?
No, I mean, listen, it is. I heard your show on it, and you guys had a great time on it, and that's all fine. You know, I've been a female in construction for almost 30 years. I think I'm the oldest here. I'm older than all of you guys.
How old are you?
I'm 49.
Oh, you're right behind you. 47.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still older though, you know. And I'm a mom, so I've got kids, right? So I get made fun of a lot, you know.
Yeah.
And I get roasted. I work on a crew with like my best friends from.
So here's where she's starting to lose everybody. They gave her donkey of the day because she said fart inward, a weird combination of a joke to an actual racial slur. And she's thinking that the donkey of the day she gave them was literally like them roasting her. And, you know, I'm a female in construction. I can take a little hazing, a little this, a little that. That's not what they're talking about, which means she already doesn't get the situation that she's in or what actually happened when it comes to her saying the fart inward comment. Let's keep going.
Elementary school, junior high, high school.
Are your best friends black?
Are my best friends black? I have some. I don't even see. This is the thing, because as soon as I say anything like that, then somebody says, "Oh, she came out and used her best friend is black thing."
Yeah.
Correct, right?
Yeah.
And
Fair.
They will say that.
I live in Detroit, right? So
Your best friends are black.
so I have friends of every nationality, every background. I always have. But I can't say anything right now. Anything I say makes some person somewhere angry, right?
But if you do have black
Yeah.
friends, you would say that. You know what I mean?
If it's true, yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
definitely do, and I don't
Yeah.
want to cut them out. But I'm saying, then people say like, "Oh, here she comes. She's gonna come out now.
You're damned
This
if you do it,
happened,
you're damned if you
right?
don't. Right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah.
But I think
What
the main thing is
She was either too prepped for this interview or not prepped enough because she did know that when white people say, I have black friends, she knows that the stereotype they're going to give. But she also doesn't seem to have situational awareness to where she is right now. Like in this situation, it should be Yeah, I do have black friends. You know, I know, and she can make a quip about it. Like, I do have black friends. I know what everybody's gonna say. Oh, she's pulling out the I got black friends card, but I do. I have black friends. I have friends of all races, and they're not just friends I see on the work site because they're there. They're friends who I actually have in my personal life. They're people who go to church with me. But instead, she's giving this, I don't know what to say, too much to say, I can't say anything response. I get why she thinks it's a no-win situation.
Is
Can I ask her
us being black.
what are your best friends that are black's names?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, okay. So Danielle's part of our crew. I have Elizabeth. So I live right in Detroit, right? So do you want me to just go down and name?
I mean, just your best
Yeah,
friends. I don't know how many best
So
friends you have.
I'm just saying, and that's the thing, is that, when this all happened, I asked all of my friends, all of my family, all of my crew to take a step back, right? Because everyone wanted to come out right away and be like, "Whoa, this isn't who she is. This isn't who she's about." And I asked them not to, on purpose, because I didn't want them to get caught up in my shit. To be honest, right? Because I'm in this weird, like, here's me in the middle right now, right? And I have people over here coming at me, I have people coming here over me, and then these two groups are coming like this. Like, I don't know, like when I was a kid growing up, we didn't fly anywhere. We were in the back of a car going on road trips everywhere, but then you fight with your siblings. Well, that's how I am right now, where I have like groups of people who have never met me, who haven't watched my show, know nothing about me, judging me or defending me or just saying all this weird stuff about me. And I'm like, okay,
What
what do I do at that point?
what do the people who knew you before this viral moment, who have met you, who have watched your shows, your black friends, like that community,
Yeah.
what did they say to you about the use of the word?
That's a good question.
They were just like, we know you. Like, this isn't something you say. This isn't something you use or anything. Now, they do know me, which
She doesn't use it around her black friends, of course. Now, the real question is because she used it so blatantly as like this weird kind of darn it. And she used fart in word as her darn it, meaning she's saying this pretty often behind closed doors.
means they know that I run a million miles an hour, right? I'm a mom. I got two boys. I fly cross country like once or twice a week. I shoot a show. I produce a show. I build houses. I design houses. Bottom line is, I'm a mom. I talk fast. I'm on the go like this. And like all of you, right? I didn't get handed my show. I didn't get handed it. I wasn't an
Did she answer the
overnight
question
success.
yet?
Like I grew up in a family where I learned to work. And in my 20s, I became a mom at 21. I cleaned houses. I did odd jobs on Craigslist when Craigslist was still a thing. I don't think it is anymore.
Not really. But
It's-
but
no,
that's all wonderful. But the term
Yeah.
fart nigga, right? We just never heard that term before.
Well, we
So it
heard
was
that-
just like
Yeah,
we were
yeah.
just trying to figure out, like, is that something you said? If that's a fart nigga, like, where did that term come from? Have you ever said it? Have you ever heard it? Like,
No, I haven't. And when I think you brought up and you said that you actually looked it up and it was a word.
ChatGPT.
Okay, yeah. And I didn't. And that is something that over the years, and this is like if my shows were, well, you can still find my shows. I don't think they've wiped them off completely of the universe. But if you watch them, I have said, because years ago, now I started on TV in 2010, right? So we couldn't swear. If we said, and I say the F word a lot, okay? I say it a lot. I say it too much.
Fart?
No, I say fuck. Like, that's what I say, okay? All right?
Have
So,
you ever
yeah.
used the N word without the fart?
Absolutely not. Absolutely.
That is a lie. The word fart in word doesn't just come out of somebody's mouth out of nowhere. She's used the N word before. Maybe she's not a daily user. Maybe it makes her sound like a crackhead. Maybe she's not racist, but that is a common term in her vocabulary. It absolutely is. Baby, you ready? I can take a break from this for a second. But I gotta leave and get the kids in a second anyway. There you go. Where's the button? I'm gonna get that. Listen to the question. Confident in your answer, confident that you know how to do this job.
Not. And that's where the people that know me, have known me for years, have worked with me, were like, like that's
Lauren
and
LaRosa's
again,
face is
I
the
have
best.
been on TV. I've been in the industry almost 30 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you know how it is. If that's something, if that's how you're known to be or something like that, there's already stories out there about it, and I've said, like, find someone who's ever heard me use that word, be in that context, or have that type of mindset, and you won't. Like you
Were you
just,
at the BAFTA Awards recently?
no, I did see that though.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
yes, no, I wasn't there.
Charlamagne's the
The next thing is,
worst.
so, of course, people all the time say things that we say, edit that out, right?
Right.
You said edit it out. You asked about it. So how did it leak? If it's your show,
Yeah,
you're
so-
the producer and all that. How
Right.
did your audio leak?
Like it just
Okay.
came out like fart. Like it just slipped out.
Well, he's asking about how it leaked, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So you guys are all producers in here, right?
Mhm,
Yeah, I know that. I mean, you guys have all worked your asses off, and you're here.
Yeah.
So
She's
I had to work for years to get.
she's overly complimenting them so that she can try to get some kind of black respect. Like, I know you guys are black people here, and I said the N word, but I know you guys are brilliant and smart. I see right through it, and maybe no one else notices that, but I absolutely notice it.
To be a producer. And as soon as I did that, I wanted control over my own show and everything. And what I've done for years, so number one, I'm a mom and I'm a builder. Okay. So I work on old houses. That's all I do. I fight cities. I fight gentrification. I don't want our cities looking all modern and moving out the lifers, right?
What? What is she? See, she's trying to appeal to black people. The word gentrification, and I don't want our city to look modern, and she's trying her best to seem like the white girlfriend that your brother would bring home and want to hang out with. That's what she's trying to do, and it's a little obnoxious. I didn't realize this is 42 minutes, so I'm only gonna be able to do a few more minutes. So maybe I'll cut this up into a couple of videos.
So with that being said, I wanted control of my show. So I finally got out of contract. I don't know how you guys were with your first contracts. I was under contract forever. Like I couldn't do anything without getting the good graces. I had to turn down jobs, everything else. So I got out of contract, I think 6 years ago, right? But I kept filming because I'm like, I'm going to do something with this, right? I'm going to come out on my own and I'm going to make this into what I want. And what I always wanted to do was shoot real, raw documentary style. When you see my show on any kind of platform, on HGTV, we do have to edit it. We do have to like dumb it down. And I show a before and after when I'm still in the middle of construction, right? So I'm like, I'm going to shoot this raw. So what I was doing, what I've always done is I shoot all my own material. So I was shooting in my own house, my own cameras. Like this would be if I was producing the show right now and this gentleman here shooting, he can't walk out of here with my media, right? He can't. Like it's mine. I'm going to take that.
Of course, your audio.
I'm going
your
to
film.
load it up. I'm going to take it home, put it on my drive. It goes in my safe.
Right.
So there is another human in the world that did have access to that.
Who was that human?
And right now with everything going on, I'm not gonna state that.
Was he black?
So they leaked it.
No,
He wasn't black. Okay.
no.
Do you think that person is a fuck nigger for leaking your footage?
I think he's an asshole.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll just start at that.
Okay.
I think he's a person. I think I think, in my humble opinion, who I think it is,
Mhm.
I think needed to ruin me and crush my soul. And the funny thing is, though, is that I heard you talking about gratitude earlier. I'm going to get back to your question real quick, but
Mhm.
um, that doesn't crush my soul to take away a show,
Mhm.
right? It doesn't. Like, no, that's not what I'm about. Life is long, or it's short. You know, I have a few friends right now battling cancer, but 15 years of my life I spent on TV. But let's say I live to 100. That's just a small blip,
Mhm.
and that isn't what defines me. I don't. At the end of the day, when I'm buried, I don't want people standing up and be like, "I loved her TV show." No, fuck that. I want people to say she was an amazing mom, she was an amazing human, and she just lived life to the fullest. You know, so that doesn't ruin my life. I know for a lot of people that would ruin their life, but back again to 2010, you can't swear on TV, you can't do anything. So, what I did, and I'm also a teacher, right? And I'm a mom of young kids. I'm around kids all the time, and I
Oh my
should
God.
back that up because then somebody will say she doesn't teach. I went to school to teach. And then I couldn't afford to student teach because to be a teacher, you have to give up income for 6 months to student teach. And I had a 1-year-old at the time, and I couldn't do it. So I gave up teaching, started cleaning business, whatever. But I still teach. Like I go in as substitute or I go in and work at schools. But I couldn't swear. So I've always made up these words because back then they wouldn't even bleep you. Okay. And I wasn't in charge of my media then. So if I said fuck this shit on TV, right? Which I say, I can't even bleep the footage. I got to start back and I got to like recut it. So being around kids and all this, I made up these things. You can go. I think my show's still showing on Roku and
So
Apple
fuck was
TV.
fart for you.
Fuck no.
Fuck
Fuck
the
was
fuck.
like fuck.
Yeah, it's the problem here.
Yes,
Like,
and
what?
like, can we?
What?
But
Yes.
wait,
But I'm
before
trying to
you-
get to the whole
No,
thing
no,
of
but
her
what I'm
changing
saying
the
is,
words.
yes,
Before you move forward,
yes.
can we just because I understand that like you're here because you want to have a real conversation. You know this is the place to be, but I feel like what's happening right now is like you're doing a lot to humanize yourself, and that's cool. I know you feel like you have to do that, but the use of the N word, saying nigger, dehumanizes people like us,
Yes.
and that's the real conversation we should
Absolutely.
be having.
Absolutely. And that's why, again, I've never, like, I was raised, we don't use that word. Okay. I know that I don't use that word. I don't use that word. Why? I'm white.
That wasn't your first time.
I swear to God.
Don't do that in
No,
this room.
Charlamagne, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to
So I'm gonna stop it right there. Thank God for Lauren LaRosa. Lauren LaRosa is so smart. She asked a very core question because here we have, Nicole trying to humanize herself rather than actually talking about the fact that she said the N word. And I'm like glad that Lauren brought it back to the conversation. And we just heard her say that I've never used that word, and Charlamagne going, that's not true. And she's not going to admit that she actually has used that word before. She's not going to say she said it in her home behind closed doors. I get that, but it's painfully obvious that she understands why she's on this platform right now talking about this, but has zero idea how to navigate it. And she's doing an awful job of navigating it because she's talking around a lot of things. She's not facing the issue straightforward. She's appealing to the vanity of the Breakfast Club. She's talking about words like gentrification and da 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 da. Listen, there was no right way to handle this situation, but I'm gonna stop it right there. Drop in the comments. Let me know what you think if you've seen the interview. If not, come back and watch it with me. This is just part one, and we will get to part 2 and 3 later on. See you next time.